We are getting ready to start our program tonight, and on behalf of the Polytechnic University de Puerto Rico, Orlando campus, we welcome you to the first of many others that will be coming to celebrate and recognize those Puerto Ricans that are working and will continue working to make the Puerto Rican community proud. And el Centro de Estudios Puertorriqueños from Hostos College is proud to be the host of the center, and at this moment we want to continue with our program, and I'm going to ask Roseli Plaza, who's the person that knows a lot more about this event than myself, to come to the podium. Thank you and welcome to the Polytechnic.
Hi, good evening everyone, and thank you so much for coming to our event tonight. I am going to introduce to you our director, Edwin Melendez, who's going to talk to you about the Center for Puerto Rican Studies and the 100 Puerto Ricans campaign.
Buenas noches. It's a great pleasure for us to be here tonight, and we really appreciate all the local energy, how you have received us and how you have welcomed us in your community. And I want to say a few things about us, about the campaign that we have for the 100 Puerto Ricans, and my colleague Alberto Hernandez is going to expand a little bit more on that. I think it's important that we bring this message to all our communities throughout the country, and Central Florida and Orlando are perhaps the most dynamic, the fastest growing community of Puerto Ricans in the whole nation. So it's important for us to be here, and I thank you so much for welcoming us. First, let me say a few words about Centro. First and foremost, Centro is a think tank. We were created to create knowledge about the Puerto Rican community in the United States. It's the only institute devoted fully, 100% to the study of Puerto Ricans in the United States. We're hosted at the City University of New York, now at Hunter College. First we were at the Graduate Center. We've been there now for 40 years. And the reason we're doing this national tour and organizing local events is in part to celebrate those 40 years of contributing to understanding the Puerto Rican community. The center was created by Frank Bonilla, one of our pioneers in academia, and we honor his legacy and try to live up to those high expectations. As a think tank, we produce reports. Somewhere we have a table with some of the reports that we have produced recently, and you can all go to our website. We just put out a report that's entitled Puerto Ricans, the State of Puerto Ricans 2013 for our 40th anniversary, and it summarizes some of the trends in migration, where we are, socioeconomic information, and all that. We also have all kind of policy brief. We have a few data sheets for Central Florida and for Florida. You can download those for free in our website. In addition to being a think tank and producing reports, we have a library and archives. The archive is the most visible thing that we do to preserve our heritage, to preserve our culture, and part of what we're doing tonight is related to that. I will say a few more words about that in a second. But the point is that we have the largest collection of Puerto Ricans materials, whether they are originals, whether they are books, whether they are theses, dissertations. We have them all in New York in our library and archives, and we're improving our digital content so that you all can benefit from those holdings. That's one of the things we're doing. But as part of strengthening that asset that we have, we started the 100 Puerto Rican campaign. It was an attempt to add another 100 collections to our archival collections. We currently had, before this campaign, we had 260 collections. We just published a report in which we have all the details about those individuals that donated their work to us. But in this campaign, we hope to add 100. I'm happy to report tonight that we have exceeded over 200 collections, okay, throughout the whole country. So it's been a tremendous success. We have gone to Chicago and Washington. We're going to Boston. We went to Miami not too long ago. We've been all over the country, and everywhere we go, we have been so well received by our community. And every place we go, like tonight, we are honoring people who have contributed to our community, people who have made a difference in the life of young people, in the life of the elderly, in the life of women and children. And those are the people that we're honoring tonight. In addition to all that work in historical preservation, we also have educational activities. We just put out 2 exhibits. We have about 8 or 10 traveling exhibits honoring Pura del Pre. We have one on Muñoz when he was in New York, and so on and so forth. We just added 2. One is entitled New York Rican, about Puerto Rican art. We have another one that is titled Posters on the Wall. We have about 130 posters from the Puerto Rican struggle throughout the country. And all those are available to bring anywhere, any classroom. We have posters that we created with the history of Puerto Ricans in the U.S. All those educational materials are a way to disseminate the knowledge that people that donate to the archives, like the people that we're going to honor tonight, right? We translate that to younger generations so that they can learn about their heritage, they can learn about their history, and they can help us preserve this wonderful culture that is the Puerto Rican culture. Having said that, for those of you who are donating, the honorees tonight and others that may come along not too long from now, the hard work starts now, okay? We're honoring them tonight, but this is just a milestone that begins a hard process of collecting their oral histories, collecting their documents, organizing all that material, and making it available in our archives and possibly through the internet, so that people throughout the country can learn about how Puerto Ricans built the community in Central Florida, how Puerto Ricans in Chicago or in Philadelphia or in other cities have done pretty much the same thing that you're doing. They created Aspira, they created charter schools, they created youth programs, they created college programs, master's degrees, and so forth, and we're proud of all those achievements. So tonight is just the beginning of that hard effort to bring all that knowledge, all that culture to our younger generations. And for that, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart and in representation of Centro and all the staff that we have, we want to really thank you to all the honorees for taking the step of making available your story, okay, what you did for us, and how we're going to try to honor that in our work. So I want to thank you for all that. I want to also thank all the organizers of the event. This is really, when you told me over the phone way back that you were going to bring 200 people, I was a little skeptical. I was going to say, well, who's going to come to listen about Puerto Rican pioneers in a beautiful evening like tonight? And here you are, showing your commitment to the historical preservation of the Puerto Rican legacy. And for that, I thank you all. I also have to thank our staff, Alberto and Roseni and Patricia, and all the organizing committee that put all this together. So thank you very much. Buenas noches, y que empiece la fiesta. My colleague Alberto is Alberto Hernández, Director of the Library and Archives.
Antes que empiece la fiesta. Buenas noches. It's a pleasure to be here, seeing so many of you that I met, and the people I recognize from the photographs we received over there at Centro. Mi nombre es Alberto Hernández Banucci, de Ay Bonito, Puerto Rico, el pueblo de las flores. Since September of 2008, as an archivist, I've been immersed in a treasure that reveals the stories of more than 160 individuals and organizations around the United States. Many of them were born in the island. These excellent chronicles These collections chronicle the stories of women and men, for many the experiences in a new environment, their hopes and sorrows, their accomplishment, but most important, their contribution to the culture and the history of this nation. Every time I open one of those boxes, I view a photograph, read a letter, or browse one of their papers, I immediately transported to another time, another era. And most of the times, those stories are similar to mine. Their experiences are similar to mine. We have something in common. At that moment, I feel I belong here. The Center for Puerto Rican Studies is an academic research institute devoted to identify, organize, preserve our unique culture, and disseminate this heritage as an important chapter in the American historical narrative. Tonight, we recognize and express our most sincere gratitude to these men and women from Central Florida that tell and share with us another important story. Within their collective memories, the story of what they did, how they did it, and how they felt as Puerto Ricans living in the USA. To you all, muchísimas gracias, and our sincere and eternal gratitude. The 100 Puerto Ricans campaign, Preserving Our History, encourages you and other individuals, and I hope you spread the word, to live in the mainland to record, document their experiences for future generations of students, teachers, researchers, and scholars. To make sure that they realize, each of you realizes, that each of your stories is unique and important, but most of all of that, sums of joys and tribulations, is our own collective story. Thank you. Lizette Plaza, our events coordinator.
Hello, everyone. At this point in the program, we're going to have our pinning ceremony, where we're going to pin all the 100 Puerto Ricans that are here today. So we're going to start by calling out each individual. I'm not sure if Jose Iván Aldea is here.
Yes, he is.
Okay, good. And I just want to introduce one other person who's going to be standing here with me. And this is Mr. Frank Billingsley, who is representing the mayor of Orlando, Buddy Dyer, and he's our chief of staff. Okay. So the first person that I'm going to call for the pinning is Jose Iván Aldea. No, you can stand.
Okay.
This is your certificate. You can stand, and then we're going to have...
Okay. And Jose, this is a letter expressing congratulations from your
The next person that I would like to call up is Pedro Brull Torres. The next person that I want to call up to the podium is Bob Cortes. All the information about all our recipients is in the program, so I won't read it out. Our next person is Amaury Diaz. There you go, I'm going to turn you around. The next person that I would like to call up is Ingrid Figueroa.
Nice to see you again.
I'm going to turn you around.
Okay.
The next person that we would like to call up is Betsy Franceschini.
Right here.
The next person that I would like to call up is Dennis Freytes.
We're going to take up the whole book.
The next person that I would like to call up is Dario González.
We're just going to turn you around this way.
Our next person is Josephine Mercado. Is Josephine here tonight? Okay. Oh, here she is.
Hello. I guess we can get everything outside. We're filling up the stage.
I was looking for you when I arrived, but I didn't. You were always to be found.
And Josephine, congratulations. This is a letter from your diary. Congratulations.
The next person that I would like to call up is Alicia Ramírez. The next person I would like to call is Dr. Juan Pedro Rivera. The next person is Evelyn Rivera. Okay, and we're quickly filling up the stage. Well, that's wonderful. Please don't leave the stage. The next person is Darren Soto.
Yes, Senator. It's okay.
Okay, the next person is Anthony Suárez. Anthony Suárez. Hello. Oh, there it goes. You have to bring it back to life.
You okay?
There
you go. Okay, thank you.
Hello. Okay, the next person, I'm sorry, there seems to be something going on with the mic, is Dora Casanova-Nelson. Okay, we're almost done. The next person is Palmira Ubiña Cardona. Right here. The next person we're calling to the podium is Lizette Valarino. And Dr. Martha Velez was not able to be with us tonight, but the other person, the last person, is Zulma Velez-Estrada. Okay, now we want to take a group picture.
Are we group? Tell me. All right. We're good? We're good. We're good. Thank you. Thank you.
Buenas noches a todos. Yo le pedí a Josephine que me permitiera un minuto para leerle un corto mensaje a ustedes. Por supuesto, Como yo sé que ustedes no saben español, pero lo voy a leer en inglés. First, I want to thank Doctora Patricia Silver, a true friend of the Hispanic community, for recommending me as one of the Puerto Rican pioneers in this country. In regard to that, I got to New York in 1946, June 1946, with 1 penny in my pocket, 1 cent in my pocket, and a check of $20 from the U.S. Army after serving 4 years in the Second World War. And today, I'm more than grateful to this country. I also want to thank the Center for Puerto Rican Studies in its mission dedicated to the research, study, and interpretation of the Puerto Rican history and culture and its experience in the United States. And in the name of those recognized here tonight, allow me to express my gratitude to the Hunter College of New York City, to the Hunter College staff of New York City, and their assistance for their interest in our cause. Yes, yet the beauty of all this is that here are many Puerto Ricans throughout the country, throughout the USA, who have quietly dedicated their lives to serve their Boricua sisters and brothers in this country without ever receiving any recognition. To them, we must dedicate this distinct honor. Once again, we Puerto Ricans will always be grateful to the staff and assistants of Hunter College for their worthwhile mission on behalf of the Puerto Rican community in this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dario. Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming and for showing support for such an important initiative. And I want to say a special thanks to Dr. Sylvia Cáceres for hosting us tonight for this event. And I also want to thank our regional committee that has helped us all along and has been very instrumental in gathering all of you here tonight. And the last thing I want to say is enjoy the food. Thank you very much for coming.
Bueno, buenas noches mis queridos amigos. Espero que todos estén felices con el reconocimiento que nos han dado. Nosotros haciendo patria lejos de la patria. Así que en Puerto Rico, adelante, arriba, corazones, como diría Fernández. Necesito que me acompañe, Elena, por favor. Tócame ahí algo bonito, que voy a recitar el Valle de Collores. Pero antes, quiero decirles que he tenido el honor de que me entrevistaran, me llamaron de Washington para entrevistarme en CNN. Sí, en CNN en español va a salir hoy. Es que me llamaron de Washington. Mira, el presidente Obama me llamó y me dijo, Palmira, necesito ese espacio tuyo que estaba pautado para ayer. Y entonces Obama me llamó y me dijo, necesito ese espacio tuyo porque yo voy a estar en México y necesito ese espacio ahora. Si es hacia la buena, miren, yo le doy mi espacio. Entonces lo pautaron para hoy a las 6 de la tarde. Pero cuando me llaman de CNN en español, yo les digo, pero mira, si a esa misma hora nosotros vamos a estar celebrando el evento. Así que ya ustedes saben, me puse a darle un poquito ¿cómo es que se llama? Hablarle, y entonces lo van a transmitir esta noche a las 11. Así que no se vayan a enviar nadie, se van directito a su casa para que vean CNN en español, donde esta boricua de corazón de Isabela, del pueblo de Isabela, pues va a tener una entrevista muy honrada. Por eso yo me llamaron y yo rápido dije que sí, porque nuestra organización AIP está en todas. Pues voy a recitar voy a recitarles, tengo el honor de recitarles esta noche del insigne puertorriqueño Luis Llorens Torres, El Valle de Cortes. Y yo quisiera que todos ustedes se fueran un momentito, visualizaran ese momento único en nuestras vidas, cuando nosotros salimos de nuestro pueblo para venir a este gran país que es el centro del mundo, los Estados Unidos. Ese momento, no importa que no sea Coyote, no importa que sea Ponce, Mayagüez, Isabela, lo que sea, ese preciso momento es lo que describe el insigne puertorriqueño Luis Llorens Torres en este poema. Y dice así: cuando salí de Coyotes fue en una alta valla, por un sendero entre mallas, arropaos de cundiamores. Adiós, malezas y flores de la barranca y el río, y mis noches de bohío, y aquella pasible calma, y los viejos de mi alma, y los hermanitos míos. Qué pena la que sentía cuando hacia atrás yo miraba, y una casa se alejaba, y esa casa era la mía. La última vez que volví a los ojos, vi el blanco vuelo de aquel maternal pañuelo, empapado con el zumo del dolor. Más allá, humo esfumándose en el cielo. La campestre floración era triste, opaca, mustia, y todo como una angustia me apretaba el corazón. La habla a su discreción iba a paso perezoso. Zumbaba el viento oloroso a madreselvas y a pinos. Las selvas del camino parecían sauces llorosos. No recuerdo cómo fue. Aquí la memoria abierto. Mas en mi hora de recuerdos, recuerdo que al fin llegué. La urbe, el teatro, el café, la plaza, el parque, la acera. Y en una novia hechicera yergamán encendido, donde colgué el primer nido de mi primera quimera. Después, en pos de ideales, entonces me dio la envidia y la calumnia y la insidia y el odio de los mortales. Y urdiendo sueños triunfales, vi otra vez el blanco vuelo de aquel maternal pañuelo, empapado por el zumo del dolor. ¡Ay, la gloria! La gloria es sueño vano. ¡Ay, el placer solo es viento! Y la riqueza tormento. Y el poder osco gusano. ¡Ay, si tuviera en mis manos borrar mis triunfos mayores! Y a mi bohío de collores volver en mi acaballa, por un sendero entre mallas, arropados de cundiamores. Gracias, mi amable. Gracias. Dios me los bendiga y muchas felicidades a todos. Los quiero. Ah, espérate. Lo más importante. Tenemos el placer esta noche de que nuestra distinguida dama, doña Dora Casanova, nos va a hacer la despedida, el closing de esta ceremonia. Así que gracias a todos nuevamente, y nosotros en el comité estuvimos súper complacidos de haber trabajado para todos ustedes.
saber el idioma. Before we proceed, I would like to thank our pianist, Leilani, for the extraordinary music. Thank you, Leila. Wonderful as always. I know it's late. Thank you for giving up of your time and coming and spending us here with us. I thank Hunter College for coming here and taking care of the history of the Puerto Ricans. We're proud to be Puerto Ricans, we're proud to be Americans, and we're proud to be in Central Florida. Thank you for coming. And after you leave tonight, I want you to promise something. Please make sure to get all the collections that you can get your hands on, copies, originals, or whatever, in the hands of Hunter. We need to get that story told, and we're the ones that are going to tell it. So please take the time as you leave tonight to call your friends and tell them about Hunter. We need your help. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Y será hasta la próxima. Buenas noches.